Hi there and welcome to Made by Granat. My name is Anna and I am a junk journal creator based in Sweden. Today I am here with a flip through of this big grungy journal. It is made from an old compilation of monthly magazines. You know, this is from 1919 and back then you could buy each issue each month, but you can also buy a whole year bound into a book. And this is what that is. It has been worn and torn and used. As you can see, the corners are run down and I have to reinforce the spine with some tatting, and I put a little lace up and down to protect the edges. And as you see here, it says 1919. I have put some labels on the back, Timot's labels, but that is everything I have done to the cover. I have also reinforced it inside and out, of course, and you can follow the process of this book here on my channel. It is a big book. It is 12 inches by 9.25, and the spine is about an inch. It has 7 signatures and it's quite grungy inside as well. Let's begin the flip through. The inside covers have end papers that is made from, you know, those wrapping paper books, Papin Press. I have a couple of those, and this is from one of them. I thought the colors of this went very well with the colors of the cover. And this book has a bit more masculine theme than I first thought. It has actually been spoken for, and that person requested a more masculine theme. So you will see as we flip through it what I changed. This is the first page. It is another book, yearly book, and it was also from 1919, so I thought that was fitting. And I made some Franken pages. Every signature starts with a Franken page. And here is just a little Timmy Holtz guy that is clipped on. And on this side there is an advertisement for some shoes, and that is a journaling card, so that you can take off and journal on the back side. This is a page from the original book or magazine. I have one in each signature. Here is some old music from 1960. Ledger paper, because I have lots of ledgers, so I have lots of ledger in this big book. Here is one of those old-time calculators that were in a, it's a book you can flip through and see times everything. And here is a pocket that is made out of a index card, a calendar from 1919, and a bird and a bit of collaging. And inside is a small journaling card of this cool guy on his motorcycle. A racing motorcycle, I think it is. You can journal on the back side of that as well. Here I did some stamping on the tie-dyed paper. Here is a piece of old catalog from 1900, I think it was, and that has been reprinted in the 70s, so it's still old. And I thought it was cool and fitted in here. Some genuine old cellophane tape. On many of the signature of the folios I have put in here, they have been reinforced with either washi tape like this one or paper to make the book a bit stronger, the folds a bit stronger. And just the back side of the pages. Here is a little guy that is watching out for something on this page. And here's the back of the Franken paper. and the back of it there. And here is the next signature with some franken paper and that cute dog with his hand crocheted little cape, duvet, whatever you want to call it. And here is a whale tail tab with a nice fellow on it, and his girl is on the other side. More pages from the original book, more ledger. Here is one of those calculators again, but this one is from a petrol station. So you could count out, do the calculations on how much you were supposed to pay, how many liters you filled up, and how much it was, and then what they were going to pay. More music paper. This is from 1954. There's a little bird peeking up at you. As I said, this book is totally random, and I love making these kind of books with funny things everywhere. More tea-dyed paper. This is some pages from a stamp collector's book, and in the center is a folio from it's called Bilder ur Nordens Flora, and it is a botany book. And this is not old at all. I think it's from 2000 something. And here on this tea-dyed paper I have glued on. Nothing is sewn in this book. Everything is glued on. No sew at all. And that is a collaged envelope, as you can see. And inside it there is a large tag with some flowers on it and stamps, and on the back side you can journal if you like. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. Down here is a little owl that I stamped. Here's one of my peekaboo flip outs. There's a hole there and you can see the pretty lady through it. And here is the end of that franken page. And here is another franken page, but it is not so much franken. But here the other side of the franken page comes out, and it is a pocket. Inside it I have tucked some picture, an old page from an old dictionary. And here is about cars, and this is an old page from it's one of the fly leaves actually from the Inorganische Chemie book that I did a little while back with some interesting handwriting on it. More pages from the original book, more ledger. And this flip is extended with a page from the book with the vintage dog photos. And also one on the back side. I thought that was quite suitable there. This is some old lined paper. It's quite yellowed, as you can see. And this is from a folio. It's from a book when you collect clippings, newspaper clippings that I found totally unused, but I also love the yellow pages. Some more tea-dyed papers, and I have stamped this way. That is reinforced with some graph paper. In the center is a folio from the big botanical book I found not so long ago. Very beautiful images. That's the back of everything. I have left a lot of it blank for journaling or collaging or whatever you want to do. This flip is extended with some avocado dyed paper. There's lots of flips in this book. Every direction. I love flips right now. That is the back of the franken pages. Not so much franken page, right? This is also a franken page, sort of. Lovely image of a boat. And here is more of the yellow lined paper. Here is the back of a flip. I have glued down, and there is a ribbon in it. And here is the beautiful boy that many reacted to. I think he was an actor, and he died quite young. He was just 22 when he died, so who was a comedian. You can journal on the back side of him if you like. This ledger paper also flips out. This side up I have stamped, and this is a page from another book that I made into a masculine journal a little while back. It's also quite yellowed, and you can journal on the back side if you like. Some music paper, really old. I actually don't know how old it is, because that book has no date. It's one of those books, you know, where the musicians had just bound every note they had in a book, and it's full of different leaves of sheet music, and nothing has a date on it. Here is another stamp. This is a Tim Holtz stamp on this tea-dyed paper. Just a random piece of note paper there. If you like the different sizes of papers, it makes it more interesting. This is a folio from a Janet Marsh book. Oops. The other side of everything here. This flip is extended with a stationery that was it was how do you say published? No, it was released when the Swedish Post Office celebrated 350 years. So this is a celebratory thing, and this is on the original lettering set. And on that side, you see there is a little lady up there watching you. On this page, I just clipped on some extra journaling paper from an old vintage paper pad with commercial for Tellus coffee. Here's another whale tail tab with someone is watching you. And on this side of the ledger paper, I have folded up it was quite long, so I folded it up, and here's a pocket, and a little quote by James Joyce, and this is a journaling card that you can journal on. This is another Franken page. This is a book about wildflowers, some ledger paper, and this is from the original end papers that I managed to lift, and I thought that was very cool looking. And there is a tiny little pocket. I have put a little ticket in there so you see it, with a small collage there with a gentleman at the label. More papers from the original book, more ledger paper. Lots of full-size papers in this book, so there is much space for you to write and journal. This is a folio from the commercial self-educator that I did a little while back. It's from 1920, and I have pasted a little piece of paper there, made it into a pocket, did a little collaging. In the pocket is a curling team from the Winter Games in 19 something, and on this side the rest of the paper is a flip. These are pages from an old guest book, I think it was. This is another reproduction of a catalog, a Christmas catalog, and some games. I did some stamping down here on this tea-dye paper in the center of this folio. They are all quite grungy looking, as you can see. Just the back of the page. Lots and lots of space to journal and glue and things. And that is the back of that Franken paper. And on this side there is an old Illustration Européenne. It's an old French magazine. I just got one page in Happy Mail. It was quite big, so I just folded it up, and whoever gets it can make whatever you want with it. Some random paper in there. More pages from the original book. Here's a little tag made of a oh my god, I can't concentrate today. Made out of a 6x6 paper and made into a tag as well. And I have glued this side down. So this is a pocket with a advertisement for shaving soap, and you can put it in there, and then you can journal here if you like, and then close it. And I have did a little arrow and a reined in where I live, if you're interested. The south end of Lake Vättern in Sweden. More ledger paper. This is a page from the book that became Proserpine, the book that I made on this channel a while back. It was also big, but this is bigger. Here's another gentleman down there. And here is a tab that is made out of a genuine ticket, or 2 genuine tickets. And I have also put a little eyelet in it, and you can put whatever you like there. In the center there is some images of birds for a bird book. I have used many of my big books, folios from my big books in this. More of the, here's another flip out, as you can see. Oh, it flipped out all right. This is from another little book, and this is a world map from very long ago. And you could journal on the back side of that as well, but it flips out. And this is the back of that Franken paper, and this one flips out as well. It has so much space to journal here, and I did a little bit of stamping down there. This elegant lady is playing golf and is being watched by this gentleman, and on the other side there is a lady as well. More pages from the original book, another format of ledger, and this one is actually used. These are the old file leaves from the book. I let them stay that grungy. This is a page from an old what are they called? It's kind of a family fill-in book. So this is where you put both pictures of your relatives, and this is, you put a picture of your child, and you write in what date they were born and which congregation, and yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. More tea-dye paper with some stamping, and that is reinforced with some grid paper. And in the center of that folio is another piece of, very old piece of French music paper that I received in Happy Mail. So once again, I have no idea how old it is, but I have decided not to hoard this kind of things anymore. I want to use them. And here you see the back of a bread, and on the other side is an envelope that flips around. Can close, but it is also a pocket. I think that is a cool addition, actually. I did a little collaging there and a little stamping, and inside it is another specimen card that I stamped. So it's a big stamp by Tim Holtz, and then some small ones, and I also stamped a name there. You can journal on the back side. Here is the back of the ledger, and if you watched my making of this book, you remember that I put a folio that flipped out on it. So that is a flip out as well. And I had the intention of making that into a pocket. Did I do that? Yes, I did. I have to put something in that pocket. I will put something in, a surprise in there. I forgot to put something there. Well, and we have reached the back of the book, and this Franken page also has a flip out with a little lady up there, and you can journal on there as well. And the back is also has those lovely end papers, and I will put my maker's mark down there. So that was it, the big grungy, quite masculine journal. I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe subscribe for more junk journal related content. And there is more craft with me's coming, and flip throughs and thrift hauls. And that was it for today. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.